Welcome, everyone, back to WWE 2K18 Universe mode. It's been a couple of days in real life since Backlash. Had a wedding I had to go to, but we're finally ready to get back and jump right into the things that we do and not how it be. Welcome, of course, to Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, the first Jimmbob Crocket promotion since WWE Backlash pay-per-view. I am your commentary and Friday Night Fights general manager, Trey. Once again, by myself, aside from my companion Dunks, who is asleep in the corner as usual, except for when he looks up at me because I'm talking about him. May rest my child. Big event at Backlash. Lots of things happen. We have a new first ever Punchy Boys 2K18 champion in Scorpion. The Shield have retained their tag titles. First ever women's champion in Trish Stratus. And a brand new Fight Master champion, The Miz, who is defending his title tonight in the main event of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Jimmbob Crocket Promotions also no longer holding Thorne's Super Sweet Championship belt. That is now held by Friday Night Fights Grand Metalik. But we've got quite the show here tonight. Like I said, we've got The Miz defending the Fight Master title. And we've got a lot of opportunities tonight, right? That ladder match we talked about on Backlash, it's happening tonight. That's right. Baron Corbin versus Big Papa Smurf. Ladder match. And not only is that happening tonight, that's going to be our very first opening match. Now, this is no ordinary ladder match. This is the end of their feud, alright? They are each 1-1. They are tied. This is the rubber match. Not only does the winner get bragging rights over the loser, they also win what is in the briefcase hanging above the ring. And inside that briefcase is a contract that grants them a shot at the Fight Master title next week on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Making sure everything's running correctly. These two men have had it out for each other. I don't even really know what started this feud. I think they were just talking trash constantly. And eventually it just became too much and somebody snapped. But now it's time to settle it once and for all. I'm out of things to say, right? These loading screens are ridiculous. I would love, right, for someone else to simulate all these matches for me, edit out the loading screens, and then send them to me to do commentary. Because I don't think the commentary is as good if I know what's going to happen, right? That's how it goes. But also, some of the commentary is non-existent when there's 80 minutes of loading screen. This is the life we live. Alright? Don't fucking judge me, alright? It's been a long weekend. So this is also an early stream. Like, normally I stream this at like 6 p.m. But I'm streaming it at... It's about to be 3 p.m. Because I gotta go meet with Jim Boss, General Manager of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, and plan next week's show. Well, as soon as this one's over. And this one's probably not gonna be over till 6 p.m. If not later. So I gotta, like, get that shit done. So I can go get tomorrow's show set up. And then hopefully we can be back on schedule of Mondays, Wednesdays, and pay-per-views on Fridays. And then, once I've got the schedule worked out, I hope to squeeze in some non-WWE streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll see how all that goes, right? I don't want to stream just Universe mode, alright? As much as I enjoy Universe mode, sure, it's fucking time-consuming. I spent like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, just setting everything up tonight, and you're gonna be like, what the hell, this show looks like shit, how did you spend that much time setting it up? Look, there's a lot of background stuff, alright? There's a lot of stuff to hook up, there's a lot of records I gotta put down that I haven't been putting down. Once we get the flow of things is good. Corbin making his way out to the ring now. It's gonna be interesting to see these two men in a ladder match, considering they're both very big men, not people you'd really say like, oh yeah, I bet he's real fast in a ladder match. But we're going to see here tonight. Maybe they are. real fast in a ladder match. Corbin, are you content? Have you taken plenty of screen time? And here he comes. Big Papa Smurf. Ready to make his way out here. Someone here tonight is earning a title shot at the Fight Master title next week. And honestly, it could be either one of these men. But another question asked is, who will they be fighting for the Fight Master title? Because we know Miz is defending his title here tonight. We just don't know against who yet. So it could be the Miz next week. It could be someone completely different. Miz could lose his title the night after Backlash in game. Alright, we're gonna pretend it's in game. Oh, sick flip by Big Papa Smurf. I almost called him Big Papa Knoth. That's the fucking Outlast 2 character. I would love to see a sick flip from Big Papa Knoth. That'd be awesome. I would have loved to see more Big Papa Knoth in the fucking game, because Outlast 2 sucked, but whatever. Here we go. It's time for this match to get underway. Ladder match. Who's getting the briefcase? And immediately belly-to-belly suplex to Baron Corbin. Now, unlike their previous two encounters, you don't win by pinfall or submission, obviously. You win by getting that briefcase and that contract from the top of the ceiling with a ladder. It's not really look, fucking double choke bomb, alright? Good segue. Big kick by Big Papa. Corbin, though, reversing. Arm breaker. Either man going right for the rope. Looks like they want to do some damage to the other one, put them down for good, and hopefully just shoot up that ladder and get that briefcase and be done with each other, I guess. I was about to say be done with and then one of their names, but I didn't really know which name to say, since I'm not either of these people. Oh, Baron Corbin. Oh, Samoan drop. We don't see that very often from the Lone Wolf. Getting Big Papa Smurf up to one knee as he fights back with a nasty right hook to the nipple and a clothesline. Big Papa Smurf still not going for that ladder. Definitely trying to take out Baron Corbin. You don't want to take a tumble from the top of that ladder. It will hurt you a lot. That's a big drop. That's probably at least one Baron Corbin's worth of a drop. Oh no. Oh no. In the corner, buckle bomb to Baron Corbin. You know that's gonna mess his spine up real bad. Right hook. Oh no. Don't do it. The Gargamel. Corbin in serious trouble as we see Big Papa Smurf leaving the ring. Going for a ladder, but Corbin crawling up to his feet already. Fast recovery time there by the Lone Wolf. I think Big Papa Smurf's noticed. As Corbin going for a weapon. He's getting another ladder. And he's propped it up on the outside. You know, that's never good. As Big Papa Smurf now grabbing the briefcase. Corbin sees what's going on. Running in to stop him. Oh no. Corbin slowly making his way. Definitely not a fast ladder climber. Oh, big right hook. Another. Multiple right hooks. He's baiting in Big Papa Smurf as the crowd goes wild. Oh no, Big Papa stops him. They stare down. More right hooks. Big Papa stops him again. He can't stop the right hooks forever. Oh, and he throws Corbin down. This could be Big Papa Smurf's chance. He's got the briefcase. And I think Big Papa Smurf's main eventing next week's Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Corbin's laid out. I think he got knocked out when he fell off that ladder. And there it is. Big Papa Smurf has the briefcase. There's no way Corbin can stop him in time. He can't even get up to his feet. Smurf's got the briefcase. There it is. That might be the fastest ladder match I've ever seen. I'm going to be honest with you. I was really hoping for a suplex off of one ladder into another. But nonetheless, sick light-up sketchers from Big Papa Smurf. Big Papa Smurf will be main eventing next week's Jimmbob Crocket Promotions for a shot at the Fight Master title. The crowd going wild. He's so excited. And we can now move on to our next bit here tonight. Little anticlimactic conclusion there. You gotta imagine Corbin's not very happy about that, just getting pushed off a ladder and losing, but that's how it be sometimes. It do be like that. Nonetheless, there's nothing, there's no confusion, there's no dirty like, oh well maybe. No, Big Papa Smurf won fair and square, and he's main eventing next week for the Fight Master title. Can he win it? And more importantly, who will he be facing? We will find out here tonight in the main event. Oh, sleepy donker. Oh, wait. Alright, I'm gonna be fucking real with you. Like, I'm just gonna be straight with you. It's Rock Lee. I gotta get a drink of water because he's fucking coming out and that voice is gonna end my life. It's the biggest mistake I've ever made doing that voice for Rock Lee, because it can never be changed and I will die. That voice will do me in. Kimmy gets mad at me a lot for the robot / Stephen Hawking voice. This is the one that's gonna kill me. That one might sound like it's giving me lung damage. This one is giving me like throat cancer. So let's do this. Just making sure I have the right logo up. As Rock Lee now makes his way down to the ring. Been hearing a lot from this man lately. A whole lot of talking, not much walking. Maybe that'll change here tonight. Probably not.
If you've been paying attention the last few weeks, then you know what this is all about. There are a lot of guys here who think that they're the kings of the locker room. They spend all their time going around telling everyone how they've got what it takes to run the show in the WWE. If these punks believe that, they're in for a rude awakening.
Both Rudes are on my show, actually, so.
If I'm a man who can take measure of my own abilities, I have enough self-awareness to know my shortcomings, but that doesn't mean I give up. I recognize my shortcomings, and I put in the work to get better. So I'm just asking to be recognized for that work. And you know what? I'm here to tell you, I'm not asking. I'm telling everyone who will listen, and even those who don't. I will destroy any son of a bitch who stands in my way. Go ahead and highbind suits. Highbind management. Hell, go and highbind the announce table for all I care. There's nobody and no obstacle that's going to keep me from coming after you. When you see me backstage, I highly suggest you step aside. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in the face of rage and unbridled anger, and no title or rank of authority will protect you from me.
Wow. Ominous and spooky words from the Taijutsu Master, Rock Lee. And you have to wonder, who is he calling out backstage? Who is Rock Lee threatening? It could be literally anyone. There's like 300 people in both rosters combined. I don't know who he's talking down to. I don't know who he's yelling at. This... I'm having a stroke right now. Okay. So Jacob's not gonna be happy. And I'm gonna... Let me apologize to you right now, Jacob. I swear to God I had nothing to do with this, alright? I absolutely promise you that I did not do this. And, so what's happened here is 2 matches have been, changed. Universe has changed 2 of Jim Boss's matches here tonight. This happened at Backlash, right? So the AJ, little behind the scenes thing. AJ Styles running out on the Miz and Macho match, that was not planned. The match just turned, the game turned that into a triple threat match without us telling it to, and we didn't realize it till after we'd started the pay-per-view, so we couldn't change it back. I had a story for that. The story was AJ Styles insert himself in the match. I don't have a story for these next two, right? They're not the next two matches, right? So, like, this is just, like, fucked, right? Okay. So let me say this. 3 matches here tonight have been changed. I said it was 2, it's actually 3 now that I'm looking at his list. So I apologize, Jacob, that, 3 of your matches, basically half your show has been changed. Now, that being said, 2 of those 3 matches literally meant nothing and were matches you just thought were cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get into, this is the first of the 2 matches that was changed, and there's no entrance. All right, cool. The game didn't even give it an entrance. It's Elias versus Razor Ramon. I'm gonna let Elias and Razor Ramon happen. No, it's not Razor Ramon. Scott Hall. I'm an idiot. I have Razor Ramon. I'm gonna let Elias and Scott Hall happen while I talk about what happened here. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna tell you about the matches. So Nia Jax was supposed to face Ruby Riott, and Scott Hall was supposed to face the British Bulldog. Neither of those matches are happening, and they have instead been replaced by Alexa Bliss versus the Women's Champion Trish Stratus, and Scott Hall versus Elias, as you're seeing here. Don't know why they changed. Universe just did it. I promise, Jacob, I will pay more attention in the future to make sure your card is actually correct. I just checked, like, I saw that the promos were the same, so I was like, oh, it saved our changes then. I assume what the problem is, right, is that the 3 matches that were changed. I'm not going to mention the 3rd one in case Jacob ever wants to redo that match, because that one was kind of interesting. He might want to do it next week or something. So I'm not going to talk about the 3rd match. It'll still be a surprise. Also, what that 3rd match got replaced with is absolutely ridiculous, so I'm not going to talk about it either. We'll get to that. So, I assume what's happened, and I feel like maybe this was true of Backlash too, but I don't remember. Those 3 matches were matches that the Universe made by default, and we were like, oh, these are good matches, we'll leave them. I think maybe Universe decided to change them, and it didn't change any of the stuff we actually made, but it did re-change the stuff that we left alone. So that's annoying, but for futures, I will just make sure to double-check everything. I apologize. I don't believe anything plot significant has been affected by this, unless you had some kind of story behind those random matches. I don't think you did, but I'm sorry nonetheless. I'll stop apologizing and complaining about how weird Universe is, as we see that Scott Hall is actually about to kill Elias with the Razor's Edge. So while I was talking about all that, it appears that Elias has in fact been murdered by Scott Hall. 1, 2. Oh, but Elias kicks out of the Razor's Edge at 2. Maybe he wasn't murdered. So I'll have to, it's like mental note to myself, because I know Jacob doesn't watch the whole show, it's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, so he usually just skims for the victors and watches the promos. I'm going to have to tell him all this myself. I'll tell him to watch the Elias and Razor Ramon segment, probably, just so he can get the full recap. Either way, now we're going to actually start this match. Commentary-wise, this match has been going on ever since I've been rambling. Massive dive. Oh my god, I think he just broke his elbow. He just missed that elbow drop entirely. Into the pin, 1, and of course Scott Hall kicks out. Why did we draft Scott Hall and Razor Ramon separately? They're not even like funny like the same person, like Mick Foley. They just are the same person with barely any different gimmick. Big right hook from Elias. All punch to the back. Drift away from the drifter. Oh, but he's not done. Maybe he should have been as Scott Hall hits him with that shotgun lariat. Elias rolling off to the outside of the ring where he can't get pinned. A smart move, you have to believe. But Scott Hall, ready. Big punch, knocking him to the outside. I think he hit his head on the barricade. That's not going to be good for neck pains. Big stomp from Scott Hall. As he gets Elias up. And Elias, double leg takedown. Elias now putting his hands up. I don't know if he's taunting or what. Oh, massive kick to Scott Hall. You know, for someone who came like literally a second away from being squashed in this match, Elias doing a great job, as I believe we're at either a 4 count or a 5 count. Now just kicking away. We are definitely at a 5 count now. Shotgun lariat. Elias has him up. Oh, but Scott Hall fighting back. Uppercut. And now, 7 count. Elias, inverted DDT on the concrete. Back in the ring. 8. Can Scott Hall make it in? Elias is taunting. 9. He's on one knee. Scott Hall needs to hurry. Oh, he just barely, like milliseconds. Scott Hall makes it back into the ring. Fall away slam to Elias. Into the pin. That's got to be a rope break. That's not a rope break. Alright, well, Elias kicks out. Clearly also surprised by the fact that it is not a rope break. Scott Hall taunting his opponent here tonight. Oh my god, he just raked apart. He just skinned Elias' face with his boot. Elias is now bleeding. Punch to the back of Elias' head and choke slam. And I think this is going to be the end of the Drifter. And he's just choking Elias out. This needs to stop. The ref might need to call this match. He slowly gets Elias. No, you can't just pull open his wound like that. Big punch from Elias. Oh, and a massive kick into the corner. Scott Hall catching him, spinning him around. Doesn't really capitalize much, though, but Scott Hall able to fight out of, I assume, either a DDT or a suplex. And now, running power slam. Scott Hall, barely any strength left in him. Taking a surprising amount out of him in this match. He just wants to torture Elias, and honestly, I don't respect that. As Scott Hall gets him back up to his feet. Oh no! A third choke slam to Elias. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Scott Hall defeats Elias. The Drifter drifts away. And you hate to see that kind of carnage here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. But sometimes it's just... I mean, he did say he wanted to edge your product. I actually can't lie. Why is Scott Hall 0-1? Oh, right, because he lost the mouth choke. I was like, where do you get that? Well, at least he's not on a losing streak, so that's good news for him. So congratulations to Scott Hall. We're moving on here tonight. Where's my list of shit? Okay, I gotta find it. There it is. So I can start trying to figure out what's going on here. This is the wrong one. That is the correct one. Alrighty then. Moving on with the chaos tonight. Oh god, what the hell was that? Oh my god. Oh, there's so much wrong. Oh god, things are about to get weird. Things are gonna get weird after the stuff that's been changed. Not right away, but it's gonna get weird, trust me. Jacob will either be very happy or very, very mad that this happened. And all that being said, amidst the chaos, amidst the confusion, we still gotta make time for the people of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Here's Shane Thorne of TM61, here to have a little word, I assume, about his tag team. Maybe not. Maybe it's about himself. I don't know, I'm not Shane Thorne, alright? There's a Thorne and a Miller. There is no Trey. So, you know, fuck me, I guess. You've all been asking me on Twitter and on WWE.com when I'm going to come out and address what's been going on. I can't turn on my phone without some member of the WWE Universe asking me a question. Well, you wanted me, and now you've got me. I didn't work my ass off to get this far in the business, spilling my sweat and blood all over the country just so some jerk can try and tear it all down. I'm too damn good for all of that. This is the end of the line for this guy. He could have walked away, and maybe I'd have let it all go, but he kept pushing, kept rocking the boat, and now he's got my attention. Dean Ambrose, I'm asking that you come out here right now and answer for everything you've said. Oh, Shane Thorne, calling out the lunatic fringe, and 1/2, or I guess 1/3, of the Fist of Friends Tag Team Champions, Dean Ambrose. Very skillfully defending their tag titles last night in a triple threat ladder match. I would say a lot of people didn't have faith in them, thought the odds were against them, but like 2 of the 3 commentators said that they would win. So, you know, I guess the odds were in their favor, and for good reason. Team 6-1 very upset that they weren't able to even get a shot at that triple threat ladder match. That noise you just heard, that was the collective sigh of relief coming from the WWE Universe. Thankful that I've saved them from another one of your boring-ass speeches. You've got some testicular fortitude to come out here while I'm addressing my legions of fans. Whatever it is you have to say, that it had better be important, or we're going to have a serious problem. Let me start by saying that this is nothing personal against you. I have nothing but the utmost respect for you and everything that you've accomplished here in the WWE. But it's time for a changing of the guard around here. That change starts right now. Do you even realize the trouble that big mouth of yours is getting you into? Because I'm not the type of guy who just stands by and lets jerks like you run me down. So keep going, because all you're doing is making me angrier. And there's nothing more satisfying than taking that anger out on you. This has gone on long enough. For my whole career, wherever I've gone, there you've been. I can't escape you. You're at every event. You're backstage in the locker room. You're even in my head at night. No more. It ends tonight. Right here and right now. We can talk in circles all night. I'm sure you'd prefer that. Me? I don't like to talk. I like to bash skulls in. So why don't you give old Papa what he wants and we'll waltz? Or what? You want to run? Because I'll find you. I always do. Well, I mean, old Papa already got a shot at the Fight Master next week, so he kind of got what he wants. Oh, and Ambrose! Kicking Shane Thorne in the gut, and I really didn't expect that. And the brawl has started. Immediately, Ambrose throwing Shane Thorne to the outside and taunting him, only to get sucker punched by Shane Thorne. Big uppercut. Oh, but Ambrose snap suplex to 1/2 of TM6-1. Yeah, I don't know if Nick Miller's going to be happy about this, or if he's leaving Shane Thorne to deal with this on his own, since he started it. Big uppercut. Apparently there's been some bad blood between Shane Thorne and Dean Ambrose backstage. Something I didn't really realize. What is Shane Thorne doing? Trying to break Dean Ambrose's arm. As he gets him up to his feet, goes for the right hook. Ambrose reverses. Now, oh, Shane Thorne grabbing him. Able to catch the lunatic fringe off guard. Oh! Incredible rolls by Ambrose. Arm drag. Oh, no. Dirty Deeds V1 into a clothesline. Shane Thorne taking out the ref, having to separate them here tonight. Ooh. And you know, they've got to be real mad at each other to have to come to blows like that. Dunk stretching in the corner. But you know what? Jimmbob says, going to blows like that, that always leads to something else. So it looks like it's time for a tag team match. Shane Thorne and Nick Miller versus the Fist of Friends champions, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, with Seth Rollins at ringside. Reigns not really been in any tag team action with the Shield ever since being drafted to Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. I don't actually think Reigns has done anything. I could be wrong about that. But nonetheless. Reigns very clearly still happy to be 1/3 of the tag champions despite not even being at Backlash. But now's his chance to prove himself a worthy member of the Shield when he teams up with Dean Ambrose to take on Team 6-1. And let's jump into it. All these men already at ringside during the commercial break after the brawl. Ambrose and Shane Thorne starting it out once again. Thorne pushing Ambrose into the ropes. You know Thorne's probably got a bit of a headache after that Dirty Deeds V1. Referee forced to break it up, and they lock up again. Big slam as Ambrose now struggling against Shane Thorne, trying to squeeze his shoulder blades and his gut, throwing him into the referee of all things. Big punch from Ambrose. Lock up again. This time, Shane Thorne getting behind. Back to front suplex into a headlock. Amazing maneuver by Shane Thorne. Big punch. Both men back up again. Oh, no lock up this time. Just a straight up suplex from one half of the team who's named after both a missile and the TM for Will-O-Wisp and Pokemon. I have actually no idea what happened there, but it ended in a bulldog from Dean Ambrose. You know, in real life, Shane Thorne and Nick Miller, they're like, hey, everyone says it's a Pokemon thing. Don't admit that you know it's a Pokemon thing. I am proud to admit that I know it's a Pokemon thing, and I know which Pokemon thing it is, alright? I ain't ashamed of that. Big kick by Dean Ambrose, who I'm sure would be happy to just finish off Shane Thorne here without ever needing to tag in his partner, but maybe not. Maybe he wants to sick the big dog on him. As they go in that corner, neck breaker to Shane Thorne. Oh, and Roman Reigns getting hyped up. That big dog's barking. Shane Thorne flipping Ambrose over, getting him up to his feet. Oh no, what is Thorne planning? Dragging him. Oh, Ambrose fighting hard. Thorne now stuck in the corner. Ambrose, Irish whip. Is it time? Oh no, and it looks like Shane Thorne's in the doghouse. What was that? Oh my god. The raw strength of the Shield on display here. And the raw strength of Roman Reigns. Shane Thorne in serious trouble as Roman now drags him center of the ring. Knockout blow. And Reigns still not done with him. Picking him up. Oh, Shane Thorne reversing inverted DDT. Now's his chance to tag out to Nick Miller, but he's not going to. He wants to insult Dean Ambrose by beating up his tag team partner. Snap DDT. But I think, no, I thought he was going to go for the tag. Maybe not. Going up to the second rope. Oh my god. Was it a Phoenix Splash? I don't think so. I don't know what that was, but either way, it's time to tag in Nick Miller, the fresh man of TM61, who now also goes to the second rope. Diving elbow drop on the throat of Roman Reigns. Jesus Christ. Getting the big dog up to one knee. Goes for the chop ninja roll by Reigns. Superman punch! And Nick Miller was not ready for that. But it didn't hurt as much as it normally does because he didn't cock his fist. Reigns now getting Nick Miller up. Oh no, what is this? Oh! Look for a powerbomb, but a reversal and an arm drag by Nick Miller, who drags him now center of the ring. Big elbow. Miller now getting Reigns up to his feet. Spine buster to the big dog. The Miller not giving Reigns a second to rest, which is a very smart move by TM61. Tag team maneuver. Could this be it? I think it is. They're setting Reigns up for Thunder Valley. Shane Thorne going for the pin. Miller, oh, not able to stop Ambrose, who takes them both out. Not going to let Shane Thorne get that pin after all the trash talking that's happened here tonight. I mean, I don't think he'd let him even without the trash talking because, you know, they're champions and they want to win. But nonetheless, Reigns now. Calling for the in here against Shane Thorne. Oh my god, close range spear. He just burst right through Shane Thorne's stomach. Nick Miller's knocked down the outside. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Shane Thorne kicked out of that close impact spear. Into the corner. Tag made to Ambrose. Big punch. Now is Ambrose's turn for revenge. Inverted DDT. Nick Miller getting hyped up. Looking for the tag to Shane Thorne, who goes for the neck breaker on Dean Ambrose. Oh, and I don't know if the taunt by Thorne is a very smart idea. Snap DDT, definitely a smart idea, though. And Thorne, maybe getting a little cocky, maybe letting his vengeance blind him as he goes after Ambrose instead of going for the tag. But maybe it worked as we get a super kick there. Ambrose laid out on the ground. Dragging Ambrose center of the ring. And stomping on Ambrose's arm. We saw him try to break Ambrose's arm earlier during their little exchange. Right hook. Oh my god, massive clothesline. Turning Ambrose inside out. And Shane Thorne isn't done. Shane Thorne wants to finish Ambrose off by himself. Incredible power bomb by Shane Thorne into the pin. 1, 2, and Reigns breaks it up, saving his tag team partner, and immediately takes out Nick Miller, draping him over the ropes. And what is Shane Thorne planning? Springboard senton. Thorne now isn't able to tag in Nick Miller as he's been laid out on the outside. So this could be where things fall apart by the ego of Shane Thorne. I think Reigns just got taken out. Well, he got back up. I think he might have just jumped down to attack Nick Miller. Who knows? What is happening? Oh, big right hook. Wacky line from Dean Ambrose. I actually bought into that one for a second. I really thought that got reversed by Shane Thorne. Oh, no. And here it is. Dirty Deeds. Into the pin. Nick Miller nowhere in sight. 1, 2, 3. And Ambrose pins Shane Thorne, putting his money where his mouth is. There we see the Thunder Valley to the big dog Reigns. And the Shield now. Continuing. They're undefeated, right? I mean, they've only had like 2 matches, right? Yeah, they've only had 2 matches, but they're undefeated at 2-0 here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. TM61, unfortunately, now 0-2. Not looking so great for a Will-O-Wisp as the Shield celebrates here tonight. Where did the list of things go? Oh, there it is. There's a reason they are your Fist of Friends tag team champions. Why are they just shooting finger guns at each other? I don't think this is the Shield win. Whatever, who cares, you know? It'd be like that sometimes. Moving on now. From a very impressive win by the Shield, who appear to be making some enemies in the back. At least Ambrose is, you know, but the checks that Ambrose mouth writes, rest of them got to help pay up. That's what it means to be a close-knit tag team. Now it is time for us to have a word from your Jimmbob Crocket Promotions General Manager, Jimmbob. I flipped my water ball. That's what that noise was, in case you weren't aware. Which I would not be surprised, because there's no webcam, there's no face cam. We wait patiently now. Why do donks sleep on the hardwood floor? Is it cooler to donks? Who knows? But he sleep good. Please, water bottle, refreshing me. Alright, let's see what your Jimmbob Crocket Promotions General Manager has to say in the fallout of Backlash. Some would even say the backlash of Backlash. Pay-per-view.
This crowd obviously wants to know what's
You
going on.
still got it. I can't see. You're front row, dude. Only person in front of you is like a small child. Just a reminder, don't try this at home. Does that say self 05? Self high five, okay. People around here have been getting on my last nerve lately. And as you can probably tell from the way I stormed down here, from me stomping around this ring, I'm not in the best mood right now. So let's get to it. I've watched the guys play politician backstage for too long. Handshakes and smiles ain't gonna keep me down, boys. You wanna be a man? Let's see if you got the fortitude. If you're in the back watching this, I want you to listen, and listen closely. You're in for the beating of a lifetime. I'm not interested in competing with you or having an athletic competition. I'm gearing up for a fight. Go ahead and hide behind suits. Hide behind management. Hell, go and hide behind the announce table for all I care. There's nobody and no obstacle that's gonna keep me from coming after you. I've thrown down the gauntlet to any and every superstar in the back who wishes to face me. I've declared my intentions of not stopping until I am the top superstar in this company. I have the support of the entire WWE Universe. There's nothing that can stop me now. Get ready for war. Was that Jimmbob declaring war against his own superstars? He wants to test his superstars. He wants them to come fight him. But will anyone step up and fight Jimmbob? I guess only time will tell as we get ready to move on to our next match of the night. Our women's match, Alexa Bliss versus women's champion. What was it? The Fighting Grills Championship. Trish Stratus. I'm going to go ahead and leave you right here with this little nice loading screen while I blow my nose. I have returned, and by returned I mean I've turned my mic back on. Same difference though. I'm going to immediately wipe my nose again without turning the mic off, because this time I'm not blowing it, just wiping it. And here comes Alexa Bliss. One woman who really wants a shot at that Fighting Girls Championship, and unfortunately fell a bit short in her Fatal 4-Way. I believe she was in the, no, not Fatal 4-Way, in the Triple Threat she was in to qualify for the Fatal 4-Way. I believe she was in the first one. I don't believe she was the one that got pinned. But hey, I've got my my handy dandy notebook here next to me, so we can go ahead and check that information. She is absolutely the one that got pinned. Don't remember who it was that pinned her. I want to say it was Tamina, but who knows? So again, you know, let me rephrase. This match was originally supposed to be Ruby Riott versus Nia Jax. That seemed like an interesting match. Game decided no. Game just decided it was going to be Bliss versus Stratus. So here we are. And that person, they say, we love Trish. And the WWE Universe sure does love Trish. Your first ever Fighting Grills champion here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotion. El Bossy. Oh, that's probably the title name. What the hell does El Bossy mean? Trish Stratus winning the Fatal 4-Way at Backlash to earn that title. It's when she got the news that the bus that was carrying Ruby Riott, Nia Jax, and 8 other superstars it exploded. They're all injured. They'll be better by next week, I promise. That horrible bus explosion. She's like, I'll fight tonight. What a champion. That disgusting bus explosion of 2K18. And the match is underway. Right off the bat, we got a jawbreaker from Alexa Bliss. You know, if Bliss wins this match here tonight, it could put her in the contention for that title. Even though this match technically wasn't supposed to happen. But, you know, that act of God and gasoline put her in this opportunity here tonight. Hitting her with that backbreaker and throwing her into the ropes. Bliss trying to show that she is a dominant competitor when not put up against multiple people, which is something we saw from Macho. I mean, hell, I'd argue Macho was dominant even in that triple threat. He just had a lapsing moment, and 3 seconds was enough for Miz to run away with the championship. But enough about that. As we get into Trish Stratus just kicking away at Alexa Bliss, who reverses her into an arm breaker. Oh, and Trish ready for it, reversing. Backbreaker of her own. Now trying to break Alexa Bliss in half. Very small, very easy to do. Trish taunting up the crowd. Alexa Bliss barely able to get back. Her clothesline over the top rope, eliminated from the Rumble. Stratus now getting ready to fight Bliss on the outside as Bliss fights back. Oh my, what is this? Hurricane Rana on the concrete. What is Bliss planning as she punches? No, gets punched by Trish Stratus. Oh, and speared into the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. Trish Stratus really working the back of Alexa Bliss here as we are at a 5 count now. Oh, reversing clothesline from Alexa Bliss. As Bliss gets her up to her feet, throwing her in the ring. She wants to pin the women's champion or even make her tap out so that there's not a doubt in anyone's mind that she should be champion. Inverted Canadian Destroyer to Trish Stratus. Bliss now slowly getting back up to her feet. Has Trish up, big right hook. Oh my god, amazing swinging neck breaker. Bliss taunting in the corner, ready to finish Trish Stratus off, rolling her over. Massive kick to the back of the champion. Now Bliss trying to figure out which turnbuckle is the closest. Trish Stratus appears to be dead center in the ring. Can she hit it? Oh my, what was that? The 10-story senton. 1, 2. Oh, but Trish Stratus somehow kicking out of that amazing cannonball double knees into a backflip double knees. Bliss now, once again, can't figure out which turnbuckle is closer. Trish Stratus dead center of the ring. Bliss a bit lost, has to decide, doesn't want to botch whatever move she's planning. Big kick. Oh no, into that blissful DDT. And I think the champion's done for here. 1, 2. Oh my god, Trish Stratus kicking out. And Bliss in complete disbelief. Going up to the top rope. Oh, and an elbow drop. Well, a high flying from Bliss. Jawbreaker from Trish Stratus, who now hits that suplex and could be looking to finish off her opponent right now. Irish whip into the corner. Slowly making her way. Misses a little there. Oh! And putting those educated feet to good use. Just stomping away at her immediately. Getting her right back up. Irish whip into the other corner. We're going to have a 4 corners by Trish Stratus here. Or just a southern hemisphere. Oh, an amazing drop kick. Hard onto Alexa Bliss as Trish Stratus now plays up to the crowd. Getting them pumped up. Bliss slowly getting up to her feet and able to catch Trish Stratus off guard. Goes for a drop kick. Trish Stratus avoids. Snapmare by Little Miss Bliss into a headlock, trying to slow down this competition, regain her stamina, catch her breath here tonight. As the champion trying her best to fight out, and it looks like she's going to be able to. Big elbows to Alexa Bliss. And then a punch. Oh no. Electric chair drop. And that looked like it took the last of Trish Stratus' strength into the pin. 1, 2, and it wasn't enough. And you know Trish Stratus has to have been hoping that would be it. She's clearly out of breath and needs to end this soon. And I think that's exactly what she's planning, with the same move that allowed her to win the Fighting Girls. No, she's clotheslining her to the outside. I thought she was going to go for Stratusfaction. I was incorrect. Why is Trish Stratus taking Alexa Bliss to the outside? Rolling her over again. Big stomp to her leg. Threatening Alexa Bliss. Has her up. Oh, and Bliss throwing her back in the ring. Doesn't want to see what Trish Stratus was planning. Oh, but maybe she will anyway. No, Bliss reversing. What is Bliss planning? Putting her up against the ropes. Oh, no. Oh, Trish Stratus able to fight back and out of nowhere. Grabbing onto Bliss, who didn't see this coming at all. And now it's time for the Stratusfaction. And that's gonna be it for Bliss. She's completely knocked out. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, Alexa Bliss kicked out of the Stratusfaction. Trish Stratus arguing with the referee. Alexa Bliss putting on an amazing showing here tonight. Sit out blockbuster by the champ.
She's having a hard time getting back to her feet, guys. Well, she's absorbed
Stratus
a lot of punishment so
now
far.
getting Bliss up to her feet.
Alexa Bliss is under some heavy
Big slam. Stratus stretching it out, looking ready to end this as Bliss crawls to the ropes, able to avoid the kick. And a great inverted stunner as Bliss now goes up to the top rope. Twisted Bliss into the pin. Catches the champion off guard. Oh, but Trish still kicking out. Now Bliss arguing with the referee. This has been such a close contest as Trish hits her with the uppercut. Now Irish whipping her into the corner. What could Stratus be planning here? Setting her up top. This does not look good for Alexa Bliss. Oh my god. Hurricane Rana, I guess. Handstand Hurricane Rana. Taking Bliss down. Don't do it, Trish. She's already been through too much. Putting her on the ropes. And here it is for the second time this match. And probably the final Stratusfaction. Oh, but Trish, too tired, can't make the cover. Will this give Bliss a chance to recover from a second Stratusfaction? Into the pin. Was that enough of a break? 1, 2. Oh! And Bliss able to kick out. Trish took too long to make the pin as she gets Bliss up to her feet. What are you doing, Trish? No, it can't be. A third Stratusfaction. Now Bliss is out. That's definitely the end. 1, 2, 3. Trish Stratus, your Fighting Girls champion, has defeated Alexa Bliss. But it was an incredible showing by both women for sure. Where is women at? There they are. Trish Stratus now 3-0. Alexa Bliss 0-2. As we prepare to move on the night, congratulations to the champion. This wasn't a title match, but there could have been a lot on the line had she lost her first match after becoming champion. But no, Trish Stratus stands tall in the end. The crowd very excited as we prepare to move on here tonight. Big cough. Look at some stuff. I'm receiving word that the Shield are getting an award for Best Tag Team of Universe mode. Seems a little off, considering they're not Hall of Famers, but, you know, I guess the Tag Team Hall of Famers did lose in round one of my tag tournament. I don't really know who this is from, but apparently the Shield's being offered an award for Best Tag Team Universe mode, and they're just told to come out later on in the show and receive their reward. I don't know if they will. Don't really know where this award's coming from, but it's happening, I guess. Speaking of tag teams, however, we have Jey Uso coming out here. Hello, young dunker. How are you? Tender baby. Good to see you. Dunk has now laid his head on my lap, and I love him. And I know what he's saying. He said, "Daddy, I got to party." But we got things to do before you go party. You can go party as soon as Jimbob's over, okay? Promise. We'll take a break. I hope everyone here tonight and watching at home is paying attention, because I'm about to teach all of you a lesson in humility. I know that might be complicated for most of the boys in the back, but that's okay. I'll speak slowly. Now, a little bird informed me that some people have a problem with yours truly. I couldn't read the rest of that. And I'm out here right now to deal with it. Look, if you guys don't pipe it, I'll show you the exact kind of violence that's circling my head right now. I was gonna save it for that special someone, but if you want me to go all out, keep it up. I'm serious. Cut it out. Whether or not you morons want to admit it, I'm the best thing going in the WWE today. Unlike other superstars in the back, I don't care what any of you pea-brain losers think about me or how I handle my business. The only thing I'm concerned about is money and time. I really thought that said titties. And I don't need you people to get either. Yeah, you guys can keep doing your thing. Keep thinking the WWE Universe pays my bills. But y'all ain't paying nothing, so watch me do my thing anyway. That's it. I've had it with you people. If you're not going to show me the respect I deserve, then I refuse to allow you the gift of my presence. I'm leaving. Well, I don't really know what Jey Uso came out here for originally, but clearly he was not happy with the response of the WWE Universe to him being out here, and just kind of decided to leave. Interesting turn of events with Jey Uso there. But now we have a very special match for you tonight. Jimmbob Crocket Promotions presents for the first time ever in Universe mode, Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. And there you have it. What an exciting match. You know, we saw it in real life a lot. Good rivalry. Jim Boss has decided to bring it back to let these two masters of wrestling go one-on-one here tonight. Who do you think is going to come out on top here tonight, Dunks? Dunks say it gotta be Braun. It's got to be Braun. But will it be Braun? Or will Sami overcome the odds, the underdog from the underground? and defeat the monster among men? It's time to find out. And here he comes. The biggest big boy, Braun Strowman. And if I were Sami Zayn, I'd be pooping my pants, but maybe not. As we see Kevin Owens come up behind him with a kendo stick. Oh my god. What is Kevin Owens doing out here? I mean, we all know what he's doing out here. He's Sami Zayn's best friend. He's taken out Braun Strowman before Sami can get in trouble. Big boy senton misses down the ramp. And a massive kick from Strowman. And that's gotta be really bad news for Kevin Owens right now. As Strowman just beating away at him. Trying to make his way to the ring. Owens not gonna let him take out Sami. Tackles Strowman to the ground. Big stomp by Owens onto Strowman. Writhing in pain. That kendo stick shot was what Owens needed to catch Braun off guard. Big punch, but maybe it wasn't enough. Owens still fighting back. Right hook of his own. Goes for the body slam. Strowman able to fall out of it. Oh no. Oh! Owens able to avoid the running power slam into a back suplex. Braun Strowman has somehow won the encounter. Owens ran away. Owens ran off in fear. I don't know if I turned volume on for that. I apologize if I didn't. Amazing. Kevin Owens has run away in fear. There's no sign of Sami Zayn. Even after jumping Strowman with a kendo stick. Strowman still standing tall here at the end. Can you believe it, Donk? He said, I can never believe again. What a shook. What a shock. Don't forget to text I love dunks to 1-800-DUNK-MAIL to send your fan mail to Dunks. The sponsor of Jimmbob. That's right, Dunks is the sponsor of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. You're welcome, Jacob. He's sending you those dunk dollars. And it's gonna bring your show all the way to the top. Why you got all this mud on you, Dunks? Quit playing them up. You need pupper braces. You got a janky ass teeth. He's just looking at me like, what the fuck do you say? Now with Strowman having scared off Kevin Owens, we see Neville, Strowman's new tag team partner, in what can only be described as a horrifying alliance, coming out here now. Clearly angered by the actions of Owens and Sami, by plotting against Braun Strowman. Words, words, words. So many superstars come out to this ring and say a bunch of words. I don't like words, and I don't like talking. I like talking with my fists. I'm a man of action, and when I talk, I like to make a connection with who I'm talking to, right in their face. I don't have friends in this business. It's my choice for the most part. Making friends with other superstars can be difficult when you're like me, a guy who's so dominant and so much in demand. It makes him a target for petty rivalries and animosity. Well, I almost made an exception with a guy who I thought was my equal, but the more I learn about him, the more I hate him. Sami Zayn, get your sorry ass out here and say that you're better than me to my face so I can show you who really rules this ring. Let's settle this once and for all. You know, I thought Neville was talking bad about Strowman, but it appears he actually is just sick of Sami, that they were former friends. But apparently he's disgusted by Sami's actions against his new tag team partner, Braun Strowman. And Sami coming out here with a strut. I don't know why he's so cocky. They failed to take out Braun Strowman, even with a sneak attack. A sneaky snack attack. Dunks is very unconcerned by this turn of events. He says, ooh, Sami gonna get it. How about this? Just the guy I was looking for. And here you are, right where I want you. Oh, did I interrupt your little speech? I'd say I'm sorry, but I think this crowd agrees with me when I say that nobody wants to hear what you have to say. I, on the other hand, have some things to say to you, so listen up, and listen good. I was in the middle of telling everyone how good I am, and your paltry attempt at an interruption won't stop that, because I'm the best superstar in this company. Interruptions won't steer me off course. Nothing stops me from getting what I want, and nobody gets in my way. You're just cannon fodder. Before I get down to business, let me just say nothing makes me happier than coming out here and seeing the WWE Universe in full force. You guys are the reason that we do what we do, and for that, let me say, thank you. Oh, please, will you stop? This blatant display of pandering is just disgusting, and I can't take a single second more. If you don't stop, I swear I'm gonna vomit all over the place. You wanna go? Then let's do it, bro. Fight me, right now. Otherwise, the exit's that way. I'm not worried either way, because you and I both know you'll back down. There's no reason to be hasty about things. I have no problem taking you on in a match, but not tonight. You see, I'm not a thug that just jumps in the battle at the drop of a hat. I need the proper amount of time to physically and mentally prepare for battle. That's why I'll always be better than you. What are you even doing out here? Did you win a contest or something? Talk smack to your favorite superstar? Well, playtime's over, little buddy. Now run along before you hurt yourself. I'm not out here to play. This isn't a game to me. I'm out here to prove that. I am the greatest WWE superstar on the planet, and the best way to do that is to take you down. So let's go. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I can't force you into that ring to fight. The only people that can do that are management. Until they make the match, you're safe from my wrath. So count your blessings, but don't think for 1 second that this is over, because eventually, you'll have to stand face to face with me in that ring, and when you do, you'll wish you'd never been born.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Not sure what to say about that.
Oh, and strong fighting words from both Neville and Sami Zayn, who lock eyes. And apparently it was Neville who came out on top of that promo. You know, I can't really disagree. Doesn't really look good for Sami Zayn to come out here and act all cocky after they had to organize an assault on Braun Strowman and still failed to take him out, Dunks. I know. What a world. And now it is time for the Shield to come out here and accept their award for Best Tag Team of Universe mode. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but like, you know, I didn't get any notes about this. Jacob didn't tell me. This must be a last-minute decision for them to win their award. I guess he saw how good they were doing. He decided, hey, these guys need an award. I mean, I know they have the titles, but, you know, titles are temporary. You'll lose them eventually, most likely. Let's give them an award. They put on a strong showing tonight against TM61. They deserve it. And you know what? Now, the more I say it out loud, the more I go, yeah, the Shield do deserve an award, and I'm glad they're getting one here tonight. So I can't wait. Dunks, let's get ready to celebrate the greatest tag team in Universe history. The Shield. Smooch, smooch. Smooch, smooch. Now, I have been informed, unfortunately, that Roman Reigns will not be out here to accept the award, which is it's a crying shame. Apparently, his head was rattled a little bit after he his head was a bit rattled after Thunder Valley. Oh, so he's in the back. He's getting checked out for concussions. Do they not have a tag team entrance or something? I guess they're coming out separately. Sure enough, there's Dean Ambrose. And then Rollins right behind him. Is he right behind him? And here comes the other man who holds one of the tag title belts. Seth freaking Rollins. Didn't compete tonight. Good for him, but still I feel deserves the award nonetheless. As he's kind of taking 8 years to work his way down to the ring. Here he comes to support his best friend Dean Ambrose in this time of triumph. They've defended their championships. They're undefeated. And they're receiving an award for best tag team. Things are really looking up for the Shield here tonight.
Absolutely insane, guys. And if you think this is insane, just wait.
Now they're waiting to receive their awards. But who's giving it to them? What? No. There's no way. They're being jumped by the Dark Mizzards. What are the Dark Mizzards doing here? TJ Perkins runs in, dropping Ambrose to the ground. They brought a referee with them too. The Dark Mizzards have used TJ Perkins' black magic to turn this into a sanctioned match. But Ambrose, clearly exhausted. Oh, the head spin takedown. Ambrose exhausted after his match with TM61. Thankfully, Rollins, still a fresh man of the two, didn't have a match tonight. I can't believe this. Jacob is not going to be happy with the Dark Mizzards using their black magic to manipulate the referee into creating a sanctioned match against the weakened tag team champions. As Ambrose throws Perkins in the corner, Perkins fighting back in a Hurricane Rana again to Dean Ambrose. Dragging him center of the ring, stomping him down. Oh, and there's the tag to The Miz. No doubt the mastermind behind this scheme to jump the tag team champions. And possibly even getting on the record's win against them. DDT to Miz, but maybe not. Ambrose now making the tag to Rollins. And you know the Dark Mizzards probably expected them to have Roman out here, considering he was in the match earlier. But, you know, unluckily for Roman, but I would guess lucky for the rest of them, he might have a concussion. So he's in the back, leaving Rollins as the fresher man in this match. As Miz now swinging neck breaker to Seth Rollins. He drags him center of the ring, more closer to the Dark Mizzard side of the ring. As Perkins now taunting Rollins in the corner. Very proud of the dark magic that he has honed over the years. Big inverted DDT, kinda. Don't really know what you would call that. It's Perkins now. Oh, Brainbuster to the architect of the Shield. Not gonna let him get the tag into Ambrose. Ambrose may be the more tired man of the two, but if they can whittle them both down, they have a much higher advantage here. Michinoku driver into the pin. Oh, not even close to a 1 count. As Rollins makes the tag to Ambrose. I don't really know how smart this is, considering Ambrose was in a match earlier and a fight. Inverted lung blower to the lunatic fringe. Into the pin. 1, 2, but Ambrose kicking out at 2. Hanging on. This would be just the worst way possible for the Shield to lose their undefeated streak. By these cruel and dastardly shenanigans from the Dark Mizzards. Perkins gets Ambrose up. Oh, sick powerbomb from Perkins. Now dragging him away from Rollins. Elbow drop to the knee. No. No, it can't be. Don't do it, Perkins. Oh, detonation kick to Ambrose. Is this the end? Into the pin. 1. Oh, Rollins able to break it up. And both men going after Rollins. Miz catching Rollins. Oh, Rollins reversing both of them. Oh, kick to the gut. And catching Perkins. But it just isn't enough to stop. Maybe it is. Oh, Miz gets him now. No, he has him. Big brain buster there. Perkins still trying to take Rollins out, who escapes. Rollins doing great work against the Dark Mizzards. Inverted DDT again to Dean Ambrose, who desperately needs to make a tag. Oh, double leg takedown. And I think that's exactly what Ambrose is going to do. Smart play. Tagging in the Architect, Seth Rollins. He's already shown great strength against the Mizzards here tonight. What is Perkins doing? Oh, what? A Hurricane Rana. Bouncing off the ropes to get the leverage. Irish whip into the corner.
And there's the tag, the Miz into the ring.
Looking for a tag team maneuver here. Sit out blockbuster into a kick to the back of Rollins' head.
He doesn't appear to be
Miz getting hyped up, feeling that dark energy flow through him. And out of nowhere, back neck breaker to Seth Rollins. Miz going up to the top rope. Don't see this very often at all. Calling for Rollins to get up to his feet. Diving missile dropkick. Rollins dodges out of the way. Getting Miz up. Irish whip into the corner. Tags made. And they just send him hard back into those turnbuckles. And Ambrose now beating Miz's head into the ground. Very furious. And he's going at it. Ambrose clearly ticked off by these dirty tricks here tonight. Looking to finish off the Miz so it never happens again. Is Miz knocked out? Are we waiting on a ref decision here? The ref is just kind of staring at the Miz. Ambrose telling him to come on. Oh, but there's the Miz slowly getting back to his feet. Goes for the punch and misses. Miz has Ambrose up. Ambrose reversing into the inverted DDT. Favorite move of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Clearly everyone kind of does it. All punch to the back of the head. Taking Miz over to the corner. All punch from the Miz into the wacky line. Miz in serious trouble here. As we see Ambrose tagging into Rollins. You know, remember Ambrose was in a match not too long ago. So even though he just hit a big move, it's still smart to get Rollins into the match. Miz reversing. Irish whip into the corner. Could we see another tag team maneuver here? No! Rollins fighting back. Oh, and so is Miz with elbows to the head. Oh, and Perkins kicking Rollins hard. Incredible teamwork from the Dark Mizzards there. As Miz now beats Rollins into the ground. Getting him up to his feet. Running knee. Big elbow drop. As Miz now looking to finish off the Architect and end the Shield's winning streak. Oh no. The figure 4 leg lock. Learned it from Ric Flair and perfected the strategy. Seth Rollins taps out. The Shield's win streak is dead. The Dark Mizzards have stolen it from them by using their dark magic to manipulate the referee. And you know Jim Boss is going to be pissed about that one. I said Shield is 3-0. They were 2-0. They're 2-1 now. And now the Dark Mizzards 2-0, stealing that undefeated streak for themselves. Jim Boss is going to be pissed about this turn of events. And there's nothing that can be done about it. The referee was there. It's on record. They played the Shield. The Shield fell into their trap, and they paid the price. And now they will follow the Mizzards. What a saddening and disgusting turn of events here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. But hopefully we can go from 1 disappointing event into a more exciting one, as it is time for our main event for Macho to defend the Fight Master title. But first off, Jimmbob is coming out to the ring again. He's furious about what just happened, and apparently he's got some words to speak. So we are going to wait on him to make his way out to the ring. He's knocking things over backstage. He's throwing tables. He's absolutely furious. God, my stomach's rumbling. I need food, but I ain't got none right now. I gotta make sure I eat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That was too loud. I'm sorry, Donks. Donks got very concerned. He was like, what the heck? You know, it's almost time for you to go out, Donks, so get excited. But also, like, not too excited, just rest for a bit, okay? Oh my god, I just realized The Miz was in a match and he's defending his Fight Master title. That didn't even click on me. I said Macho was defending his title. It's The Miz. The Miz is Fight Master champion. Just like he stole the belt from Macho, he stole the streak from the Shield. Was that smart by The Miz for him to work double duty tonight? He's defending his title. Will his ego get the better of him? Either way, maybe that'll make Jimmbob feel a little better. Maybe Miz will lose his title over that ego right there. But let's see what he has to say after that turn of events. Every time I walk through that curtain, I can't help but feel excited to stand in front of the WWE Universe and tell them what's on my mind. Ever since joining the WWE, we've always had a special connection, like family. I need my family sound around me right now because there's something important I need to say. If you want to be the best in the WWE, you need to be able to grab that brass ring and prove you're the best. The truth is, very few superstars are capable of that, and I'm one of them. That's why I'm putting everyone on notice as of tonight. Every superstar who comes through that curtain has the same dream, to one day make history in the WWE. Well, you know what? Every time that bell rings, it's a chance to make history. And tonight is the night I plan to make history for all time. There isn't a single superstar on the roster that can light a candle to me inside this ring. You're looking at a man who was born and bred to be a legend. And if people want to continue overlooking me around here, that's fine. Because I'll just do things the best way I know. My way. The WWE Universe is aware everything I'm saying is the truth. When it comes to being a superstar, there's nobody more talented inside this ring than me. It's time to wise up and give the fans what they want. But what do the fans want? Jimmbob talking a big game. There was no sound for that, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn it on, that's my bad. Thankfully it was just a promo, not an entire match. I'll be sure to remember to turn on the sound for The Miz going one-on-one against his mystery opponent. I just like... Miz took a wacky line, too. Like, yeah, he made Rollins tap out, but he ate a wacky line, so he's definitely not even close to full strength. Can he defend his Fight Master title here tonight? This is a submission match, isn't it? Yeah, this is a submission match. Am I mistaken about that? I swear this is a submission match. Did I write it down? I don't think I wrote it down. I'm an idiot if I didn't. I didn't write down what it was. So this is either a singles match or it is a submissions match. If it is a submission match, you can only win by making your opponent tap out, something we just saw The Miz do that we didn't think would be viable for him to do very often. Isn't that right, Dunks? What a shocking turn of events Jimmbob Crocket Promotions has turned out to be. Thank you for the kisses. And now it is time to see who The Miz will be defending the Fight Master title against. Is this her announcing a submission match?
The following contest is a submission
This
match.
is a submission match, okay.
It is for the Championship.
And who is the Miz's opponent? The crowd going wild. Is it who you think it is? I have a sneaking suspicious thought. It's Dale Gribble, also known as Rusty Shackelford. Dale Gribble, absolutely thrilled to be here in the main event of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Look at him, just thrilled, exciting, doing his jiggiest dance moves. Big kisses, donks. He says, no kisses for you. I have banned you from kisses. Dale Gribble, very excited. You know he's thrilled. He saw what Miz just went through, very foolishly. And now, you have to imagine Dale Gribble assumes he's got a guaranteed Fight Master Championship right here. He's celebrating already, but is it too early to celebrate? Get a fuzzy on your foot, Thomas. Boop, 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 boop. God, his entrance is like 90 years long. And here he comes, the man who, using Perkins' black magic, stole the Shield's undefeated streak, and is now defending his Fight Master Championship. The A-lister, The Miz. Who is The Miz in a singles contest, if anything? I mean, he's 1-0 because he won the triple threat match. That's all he's done. And there he is, holding that robe together with that classic belt. This man smug, very happy with himself after what he's done here tonight against the Shield. Ooh bupper, ooh bupper, ooh bupper. The Miz. I can't believe the things this man has done. He's just done horrible things to 4 people now, Machoke and the entirety of the Shield. And will he also crush Dale Gribble's dreams here tonight? I'm honestly, I hope not. I try to stay unbiased, but after all of the dastardly acts The Miz has committed, I think it's time someone finally put him in his place. This absolute supervillain.
Introducing the challenger from Arlington, Texas, weighing in at 130 pounds, Russ E. Sugarfoot. Introducing the champion, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, he is the prestigious Universal Dragon Champion, The Miz.
And here we go. That's the title that's on the line here tonight in this submission match. Remember, the only way to win this match is by making your opponent tap out. Can't win by pinfalls. I'm 99% sure that there's no countouts or disqualifications. I could be wrong. Dale Gribble no longer celebrating, clearly getting in the right mindset to win this Fight Master title here tonight. And now it's time to get this match underway. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Under normal conditions, I wouldn't be surprised if the ref screwed Miz over here for using his black magic against him. But Jimmbob, he has a great ref on his hands. His ref will never stray from the true path of clean refereeing. That's just the kind of man he is. We see another suplex from The Miz, taking Dale Gribble all over the ring and through Suplex City. As Miz gets him up. Oh, Dale Gribble Irish whipping The Miz out of nowhere into the corner. And now just laying in those right hooks to the top of The Miz's head. Just beating him in like a hammer. Very stiff hammers right there. Might have given The Miz black eye, maybe even a concussion. Especially after the match he was in just earlier tonight. Oh, big kick from Gribble. Oh, and punching, reversing Miz. Oh, I almost called him Ambrose. Miz reversing now as well. Oh, no. Big implant DDT from The Miz, almost taking Dale Gribble's hat right off as he goes up to the second rope. Big splash from the second rope. Just a reminder, no pinfalls here, only submissions. So we're probably going to see that figure 4 busted out once again. Another implant DDT. Just a minute, Bubba, and you can go outside. We'll take a break after this match as I set up Friday Night Fights, and you can go potty. Big chokehold as Gribble fights out. Only to get caught by The Miz once again, thrown over the top rope. I guess here's where we find out if there's a countouts. Miz. Oh no. Calling for the Mizzards to finish off Dale Gribble. Yeah, I think it's safe to assume there's no countouts or disqualifications here as we see Dale thrown back in the ring. Oh, and a flying knee. This could be it for Gribble. There's that chokehold. Trying to make Dale Gribble tap out. Miz wants to finish this match quickly. He's already had one match tonight. He does not want to lose his title. If Miz could get the best of both worlds, having an undefeated streak and a title, you know his ego will literally like kill people in the explosion. There's Gribble doing the best he can to try and choke The Miz out, fighting for justice here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. As Miz now getting up to his feet. Oh, elbows to Dale Gribble's gut. Oh, in the reversal, Irish whip. Oh, they just kind of bounce into each other. Oh, big right hook and another right hook. Oh no, out of nowhere. Figure 4 leg lock on Dale Gribble. Dale Gribble in some serious danger here. Will he tap out? That's it, he taps to the figure 4. Unbelievable. Miz truly has perfected the figure 4. Did TJ Perkins infuse the Miz's legs with black magic so that the figure 4 is unstoppable? I don't know if it's that or if the Miz is just that good at the figure 4, but he's retained his title despite being in 2 matches here tonight. Oh, I can't wait to hear what Jacob has to say about this turn of events as his show's fallen apart at the hands of the Miz. Well, thank you all for coming out. Those of you on stream, will be back with Friday Night Fights after a short break. Those watching at home, thank you for joining us, and I will see you next time.